see on how I created this beautiful aqua blue eyeshadow and this particular kind of a nudish brown lip color. What are we waiting for? Let's go to the video. Well, I picked up this particular palette during the Cyber Monday sale that happened, and it's such a nice color palette, guys. It's so cute. It's so cute, and it has really nice well arrayed of colors, and the packaging is lovely. You can see I'm obsessing about the packaging. It's really cute, and the color is very pleasing. So all the color scheme are towards the blue color tone, and I thought, why not do one eye makeup look using it. So whenever I begin, I usually take the lightest color, but can you see that even the lightest color is super pigmented. So before I actually started this video, I have already done my base makeup. What I can do is I can link it here so that you can see how flawlessly and almost very natural to my skin tone the base makeup has been done. So yeah, coming back to this video, I have can you just see the pigmentation? So this is just one swipe. This is not even the second coat that I'm going taking or whatever. It's like I've done one, and it's very pigmented. Can you just see how nice it is? And my skin tone is super warm. It's very surprising that, you know, a kind of a silverish blue color is going well with my skin tone, because usually this is the kind of color that I probably wouldn't even wear, and literally this is the first time I wore a color like this. So I do take a good amount of time to blend eyeshadows, especially when I wear darker colors. So if you don't blend it well, it looks really harsh, and it looks very heavy on the eye. So after I've gone with a darker color, lighter color, sorry, I'm going on with a darker color. So pigmented. This is insanely pigmented. It does have a good amount of fallout, guys, I wouldn't lie, but my first impression definitely would be that for the price point, this has been an amazing palette. So what I've done is on the corner of my eyes, I've taken a darker shade, so it gives a lot of depth. So what I do is the eye socket gap is where I actually push darker shades, so it makes my eyes have a really nice depth to it, and it makes it really three-dimensional. I'm not sure if I make sense about this, but yeah, it really works. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried something like this and if it has worked for you. Yeah, so yeah, so what I do is I really take my time to blend it off, and you need not be too precise with something like this. It's okay to be a little here and there, but just make sure that they are equally intense and one side is as dark as the other one. So I've done it on one of the eye, and I'm going over to the other eye. So I take it almost halfway across, and I of course fill it through the sockets as well. Even the darker color, I don't take it completely, because closer to the you know, eyes, closer to the nose, sorry, your eye starts looking smaller. So usually the darker one comes to the edge of the eyes. So I'm just taking it a little up and blending it well. So you have see it looks really nice even without doing anything about it. So if you're someone who doesn't even wear fake lashes, a good bright colored eyeshadow would do such a huge trick. It'll really pop your eyes out. And if you're wearing something plain and your eye makeup is really bright and beautiful, it really changes the entire vibe of the clothing. So here I'm taking a little bit of silverish kind of a color. What I'll do is, you can see how pigmented it is. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. Okay, so I always apply it in the center of my eye. It really gives a very it opens my eyes up, and you should probably try it, especially if you have almond shaped eyes. This really works. And I am a big fan of applying it on the tear duct, the lighter shade. It really makes it look really nice. So before I apply it on the tear duct, first I want to actually complete the lower lash line. Lower lash line is a little bit harder for me because I always tend to be really scared that it'll get down a lot and make my eyes look really heavy, and I don't want that. So what I do is I of course take the lighter shade that I used before, go over my lower lash one time, and then take the darker shade and again go over the lighter shade like I did with my upper eye. So my under eye is gonna be similar as well, but I'm super light-handed with under eye because you can really it's a fine line between having a nice eyeshadow and looking like a raccoon. So yeah, so I've just blended till the corner of my eye and I've not completed it. Now back to the tear duct which I was talking about. Can you see how crazy this is? Okay, so I've applied the shiniest shade there to the tear duct of my eyes. This is super generic, guys. You can actually try it with any palette that you have. The brightest one comes to the center of your eye and it really opens your eyes up. So I'm just blending it into the eye makeup. Now see, I really have very thick eyebrows, so I don't really do much. I just fill out a little bit of gaps because I have stitches there, so that hair doesn't really grow. So now I'm finishing it off with a nice mascara. This is super old mascara from what you've seen. It's so used up. So I just applied one coat of mascara on my upper eyelashes and then on my lower eyelashes. So if you're not good with applying mascaras, you could also use a spoon so that you don't stain anywhere around your eye. For fake lashes, I really vouch for PAC eyelashes, guys. I love it. This is 61 and you can see how it completely makes this entire eye makeup look so stunning. For my lip, I opted for something nude. Again, since it was Colourpop, I wanted to make my major focus on Colourpop Cosmetics, but I couldn't get a hand on their lip liner, so I actually have this lip liner from Colourbar. So I just outline my lips and I also just fill it up with a nude lip shade itself. And the next shade that I'm going to put for my lipstick is this liquid lipstick is amazing. So this is the Ultra Matte range offered by Colourbar and it's in the shade Love Bug. I love it. You can see, and so many people have actually complimented me for this. So what I always do is I always take it from the center to the corner so that there is the major area is covered, and I use the remaining part of the lipstick that's left on the brush to fill it up in the corner so that there is so that the shape is maintained and it's easier. So yeah, so you can see how beautiful this color is on my dusky skin tone. I really love it, guys. I really love it. And there's something that I could wear it to office, or I could just wear it casually and it wouldn't look too much. So yeah, so this is what I've done, and it dries up really quick, and it doesn't make my lips feel too dry itself. So yeah, that's a huge advantage, guys. That's a huge advantage. So I'm just touching my lips up so that it gets completed and the look looks nice. So yeah, that's about it. This is the video all about. Please let me know if you like this video or not, and if you'd like to see more such first impressions, because I'm actually crushing on this Moonlight palette, guys. I really love the pigmentation. The fallout I could ignore a bit, but if you could see, I haven't retouched my video much. So yeah. Yeah. I hope you like the makeup, and if you did like it, do not forget to like, share and subscribe this video, and also do not forget to click the bell icon below to get notified every time a new video pops up. Until next time, this is your girl Anuradha. Bye bye.